Titanfall 2. There are many factors that contributed to its demise. The question is, how did one of 2016's most underrated games drop off a map so quickly? Before I get into the facts, I'd just like to say that I adored Titanfall 1 when it released. I played it on the Xbox 360 and I was captivated by its multiplayer. Being more of a Call of Duty player at the time, the movement system was not as commonplace and brought a refreshing change to an oversaturated market at the time. I spent hours on Titanfall's multiplayer and enjoyed every minute of it. And when Titanfall 2 was announced, I was so excited that one of my favourite games was finally getting the sequel I personally felt it deserved. It felt almost like a second chance for the series to be discovered by a wider gaming audience. With Titanfall 2 now being a multi-platform release, this seemed likely.
Meanwhile...
You serious?
We then find out the release date. 28th of October 2016, and like that, EA had sealed its fate by throwing it between the two biggest launches of that year, being Battlefield 1, which launched 7 days prior, and Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, which was set to release on the 4th of November. Already, things aren't looking good for Titanfall 2. The competition between Battlefield and Call of Duty that year was fierce, with Infinite Warfare reveal trailer becoming one of the most disliked videos of all time on YouTube, and Battlefield 1 going back to World War I, a time period that has taken a backseat to the more bankable action aspects of a World War II shooter. In short, one game gave what the fans asked for, and the other stuck to the formula laid out by its predecessors. And then there was Titanfall 2, sitting rather uncomfortably in the middle of this rivalry. What happened next seemed almost inevitable. The game upon launch was a critical success, garnering positive feedback from critics and players alike. Unfortunately, it lacked one key element: sales. It sold well below forecasted figures, and this was only the start of the game's troubles. Within a few months, multiplayer became almost desolate, empty, with a very limited number of active players online. The slow decline of Titanfall 2, to me, felt like a great loss for the industry. A game with no paid DLC outside of cosmetics, and free content updates post-launch. What was there not to love about this? And if you're like me, and thought Titanfall 2 was going to be the next big thing, which is why you put £200 into that sweet Vanguard edition, it's safe to say that you're a little bit upset with its lack of commercial success, and also your poor financial decisions.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again.
I feel like we need to look at what could have been for this game, had it have been handled correctly by its publishers. Had Titanfall 2 been given a release date but was removed from Infinite Warfare and Battlefield 1, where it actually had a chance, I believe it could have had a very bright future, and grow from there with the addition of free DLC and free updates for characters and the Titans post-launch. But in conclusion, it almost felt like EA was setting the game and its developers up to fail when they decided to sandwich it between the two giants of the industry that year, and one of them being another EA release made this decision even more odd. So the question is, where does this franchise go now? Well, in November 2017, EA officially acquired Respawn Entertainment, the developers of Titanfall 2, and they also announced work on Titanfall 3, a game I am personally more nervous than excited about. As with more recent EA controversies like Star Wars Battlefront 2015's severe lack of content with the rest locked behind a season pass, then to the major controversy of the loot boxes in Battlefront 2.
Disappointed!
The backlash from this was immense, so my question for the development of Titanfall 3 is this: if they refuse to learn from history, what's stopping them from repeating it? I appreciate you guys for sticking around, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.